Welcome back to another day in the life of Coley's World. I'm going to show a little video today of my children finding the Afikomen during last night's Seder. It was really funny. They always have a hard time finding it, so of course this year was no exception to that. But before I talk about Passover and the Afikomen and all that, I wanted to do a brief PSA because last night while I was reading Flipboard, which is an amazing app where you can basically get all the news stories you could ever want in it, and you can customize it so that you only get the news that you want to see or the things that you're interested in. They were talking about how minors have been calling in a lot more frequently to the National Sexual Abuse Hotline. So that's a huge problem. And one of the things that they, talked about was how if you know a child, cousins, nieces, nephews, grandkids, brothers and sisters you're not quarantining with, anything like that, to check in on them. Because now that they're not in school or they're not playing sports and whatever, there's no adult that could maybe be looking out for them and that they trust. So this is a good opportunity to keep checking in with them and making sure that they're okay, because obviously we don't want anything bad to happen to the kids that we know. So please do your part. If you know any kids, check in on them, make sure they're okay. Also, having said that, I'm not sure, what the rules are exactly if you wanted to if they do disclose and you wanted to record the conversation. Obviously, certain states don't allow that. There's actually fewer than I thought states that need consent, a two-party consent for recording phone conversations or recording conversations in general. And Florida is one of them. California, Connecticut, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Washington. Those are also the other states that require two-party consent, and I don't think minors can consent. But again, I'm not really sure, so you need to check in on that. There are exceptions also, so definitely if you do happen to live in one of those states, go online and check to see what those exceptions are. In my state, one of the exceptions is that if you're in a public space and you're being recorded, then you are in a public space. So you can't really think that your conversation should be kept private, like if you're in a busy restaurant or, at a park. But again, like if you're at a park and you're sitting on a bench and no one's around you, wouldn't it be kind of weird? So obviously a park is a public space. And since we can't go to any public spaces, the only places you're really recording anyway are private. And when you have an expectation of privacy, like, you're in your house and you're having a conversation, or you're in a friend's house and you're having a conversation and they're recording it, that's actually against the law. You absolutely can't record it because you assumed that you were in a private space. And so then you can't record it. You would definitely need two-party consent. And in the state of Florida, that's considered a felony. So yeah, there's jail time associated with that. Also, they can sue you for damages, which is never nice because nobody, wants to be sued for damages and also go to jail. But then even more than that, with the way the media is now, everything virus related, I'm sure they would leap at the chance to talk about something and write about something that isn't virus related. So, do you really want to be in the news? No. So, just, do your part, check out your laws in your states and, go from there. Okay, so that's that. So obviously the Seder, it was the three of us. And that's pretty much it. I did a Facebook Live with the rabbi and his family. He did a whole Seder. It was great. I was actually surprised at how great it felt to, just kind of be able to communicate with other people and stuff. I try to, add my own little funny stuff about, he was talking about how you should wear white at your Seder for purity. And I asked him if a bra counts. So, I'm just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. It was towards the end, no harm, no foul. But he's a great rabbi. I love his family. They're great friends. And it was really enjoyable. So, get together with other people, I'm sure, for Easter. There's lots of churches and things that are doing exactly the same thing. So, check it out. I mean, you might be surprised at how much you needed it. And I'm not super religious, but I don't know. There's just something nice about being able to connect to people. So whatever. And then, my kids went to go find the Afikomen. It usually takes them, a few minutes, even with all the hints that I give them. And so I will leave you to watch that video, enjoy it, and I will get back to you as soon as you're done. I didn't put it under something.
You did?
No.
So
I just said I didn't put it under something, Ariel. It's not in the kitchen.
Is it over here? Does this count as the kitchen?
Yeah, it's not here. I'm sitting here, so it's not here.
You're running the launcher with Wally.
I have to say, this is like the best game ever.
What?
You can never find it.
Where is it?
Where? Simon, I told you I didn't put it under something.
I don't know what. Is this it?
It's a wrapped napkin.
That's not a napkin, that's paper. Oh.
Yeah, well, that's not it. Wouldn't you think that I would have it?
Oh, do you have it?
No. What would I do with it?
How? Oh. It's just an instinct to check under things. I'm guessing. I found it.
Good job. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yes, Ariel was the big winner, chicken dinner. I gave her $5, which she seemed to be excited by. I'm sure she'll spend it on Roblox. Is that what it's called? Today, I'm sure. It'll be gone. Yeah, so that's basically how it went in our house. Very minor, very not celebrating. I don't know how to explain it. It was just kind of sad. Even though I don't have family here, you know, it just really was sad to kind of not, you know, be around anyone. I mean, you know, normally I would bring in friends. Last year, my children and I were actually the only Jewish people at our Seder, but that's okay. You know, I love it. And I like to just get together with people. And so it's really sad. I know the past 2 nights I've had dreams about going on vacation or being on vacation. So clearly my subconscious wants out of quarantine. But unfortunately she's stuck here just like me. And yeah, that's it. I know I promised to do, you know, talk about some books that I've read, but based on the viewership that I saw for my video on my TV reviews, nobody cares. Nobody wants to know what books I'm reading or read that were great. Nobody cares. Nobody's interested in my opinions. And that's totally fine. So yeah, so, you know, whatever, that's what went on. Not much else to report. It's just like another day in quarantine, which sucks. I'm tired of being quarantined, I admit it. But what can you do? So here we are. Anyway, for all of you out there, wash your hands, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home whenever possible. Have a great day.